What happens to a business during a divorce in New York? A lot of the time, like a lot of the things that we as divorce attorneys and dealing with these cases go through, it depends. That's the answer. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on whether the business came into existence before the marriage, during the marriage, and a host of other things that we will talk about. But I think the primary thing in protecting any business in a divorce is to do so before the parties even get married. And a lot of times our clients say, I wish I would have known this, or I wish someone had told me this. And hindsight is obviously always 2020. But before the marriage, the way to protect any business is through a prenuptial agreement, to set forth the guidelines of how the parties will live their married life, essentially, and to protect assets, meaning, and classify them as separate property and marital property. So separate property, as probably many of you know, is something that someone comes into the marriage of. They owned it before the marriage. Marital property is anything that comes into existence, an asset, business, otherwise that is procured during the marriage. So again, prenuptial agreements are the only surefire way to protect the business during a divorce, but there's also the option of a postnuptial agreement. And when I talk to a lot of people about postnuptial agreements, they scratch their heads, or they, their eyes come out. I never knew that that was a possibility. But as we talk about a asset that is in a marriage, a lot of people, changes, things happen, new businesses come up, new ideas, people start new businesses, they sell businesses. And the postnup agreement, which happens after the marriage, is more like a business contract and is more in line with the New York court's vision that divorces and marriage is an economic partnership, and the divorce is the end of that economic partnership. So the postnuptial agreement is really a contract that people enter into, a business contract. And you can look at it the same way, that the postnup can act to protect the business that has formed during the marriage. And maybe both parties are involved in the business that formed during the marriage, or maybe only one of the spouses is, but it's another option.